I've been having these interesting conversations lately where people have been asking me, so why is the word narrative constantly coming up? Why are people so interested? Why story? And I come from the African continent where stories is a given, it's a way of being, and people frown upon things like, is my story coherent, or will it be valued, or all those kind of things. So I think firstly I want to say that in a lot of cultures story is taken for granted. It's the way of being. In the Western culture it's kind of relegated to children. It's things you tell little children, and then when you're grown up you're done with stories. And so what we are not aware of is that we are constructing our lives through the stories we tell. We tell stories anyway, it's already there. People have to be able to tell their stories well, to sell business or to sell their brand or to explain what their work is about. And so it's kind of reinventing story back into a culture, because leaders have a multiplicity of stories that they tell about who they are in terms of leadership, in terms of their organization, in terms of the worldview that they hold. They live in this multiplicity. And if leaders know what they are telling themselves, what they're really telling their organization and the people, they are aware in a different way of being. They're different. It's a different approach that's kind of opens up to them, and they are able to be conveners of the transformations of the stories that organizations hold. And I think that's the power within narrative. It's not a cast in stone stuck narrative. It's not only just about you as a leader telling a story, but knowing that the story is being told in an organization. It's not stuck, it's not cast in stone, and you can actually challenge them and ask questions and convene people to re-author and rewrite stories.